are we gonna fail?
Good morning. Please say or...
Like, this is a bad month to track. Good morning, you guys. Welcome to a weekend in my life as a nurse. I am working these next 3 days. So today is Friday, I work Saturday and Sunday as well. And then I start clinical back up on Monday. This last week I had clinical Monday through Thursday, which was good, but yesterday after clinical, I had to take an APEA test, which is, it's not like the post predictor test that we're taking at the end of the semester, but it's basically similar to that. It's 150 questions from APEA. They time you, whatever. My pre-predictor test that we all took at the very beginning of the summer, I had gotten, I think, like 53. Everybody had gotten in their 50s. I was like, oh my God, we are screwed. Like, the APEA program basically says that if you get above 70, the likelihood of passing your certification exam the first time is like, they said like 99%. And they said 1% is if you had a really bad night of sleep and you're all stressed, whatever, like factors you can't control. So anyway, when we all got in our 50s, we were like, that's not good. Like, are we gonna fail? But yesterday when I took the exam, I got a 73 and I'm so happy. As I was taking the test, I was like, really, I thought I was gonna get in the 50s again, but I kept telling myself like, I'll be lucky if I get in the 60s. I was feeling not great about the exam. There were a lot of questions I'd seen before or like had learned, but I could not remember the answer. So I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm doing so bad. So when I got a 73, I was seriously like so freaking excited because it felt like progress. And after that, John and I went and got my car washed. But now I'm working and I set my alarm for 6 o'clock, but I didn't get out of bed till 6:30. So now I'm rushing.
Say or spell your first and last name.
Good morning, you guys. I am back at work. It is only 7:11 right now. I just came into work, logged into the computer, and saw that there's literally like not a lot going on today. The first case is an ICU case, so I won't even get that one. And then it looks like they only have one room running, so that's perfect. The only thing about that is that up until July, every single weekend shift had been so busy where I was having to call the on-call person in. And so we've been talking with our manager about getting a second staffed person. And so she was totally open to the idea, but she said, let's just track some numbers for the month of July. And of course, July's been dead. Like, literally so dead. So I'm just like, okay, that's not gonna look very good for us. Anyway, yesterday after work, I got off early. I got off at 7, which was really nice. And then I just did not do anything after work. I was so tired. I didn't even eat dinner. I tried going to bed by 10:30, but I still just did not sleep well. I was up like multiple times throughout the night. Not like up and out of bed, but just waking up. I don't know why, I just cannot sleep well. Since the first case won't even come to me, I think I'm gonna have plenty of time to, I don't know, just do what I need to do. The theme of my life is I need to get caught up on my charts, and I'm really actually hoping to do that this weekend. Over the 4th of July, I just did not do hardly anything, so I literally just did 20 charts, but I added 40 because I hadn't logged anything from this past week. So really, I am just net positive 20 more charts. And that's why I hate charts, because I just feel like I'm never gonna get caught up. But now I'm gonna go onto the APEA website and just start reviewing test questions that I've missed. It's 9:30, I still haven't gotten a patient. I was trying to do some questions on APEA and I just do not like APEA. Their rationales are frustrating. Their answer choices are frustrating. It makes me feel bad about myself when I'm taking those questions. Whereas FNP Mastery, when I get a question wrong and I read its rationale, I'm like, oh, like it makes sense. I'm learning, it's clicking. I just got my patient out. I've had 2 and it's 12:10. There is one in the OR, but I think it'll be a minute before they're out. It's much later now. I'm home. It is 6:40. I actually clocked out at 6:22. My shift is not over till 7 normally, but there was literally nothing on the board, which I think I told you guys we were trying to get a second staffed nurse at night, and like, this is a bad month to track. In May and June, we were literally having like 27 to 30 patients a weekend, and it was so crazy for just 2 nurses. We talked to our manager about getting another nurse. I think I told you guys we were gonna start monitoring this month. Last weekend was so chill, and now this weekend, literally I had 2 patients today. So I don't know, we'll see how tomorrow goes. Today is Sunday. It's my last of 3 shifts, and today is already busier than yesterday by double because I have 4 patients today so far, and yesterday I had 2 total. These are our new t-shirts we got. Surgical services, they're cute. We're technically only supposed to wear them on Tuesdays, but a lot of people will wear them on the weekends just because there's no management, and I don't know, the weekends are just more chill. So since I don't work a Tuesday until August, I decided to wear mine today. About to have my breakfast, and I just got my second patient out for the day. They opened up another room, so I'm gonna have more patients coming out. One is gonna be a pediatric patient, so I need to call in another nurse for that, but there's still some time before that. So I'm going to enjoy my brekkie. Hello you guys, I am home at last. It is 7:21, and although I'm technically second on call for the rest of the night, I feel like my weekend has basically come to an end. Last I talked to you guys, I'd literally had 2 patients, and then from 1 to 5, I had 7 patients. So it was so busy. After that, I did get to scarf my lunch down for like 2 seconds, and then another patient came out. So on top of the 7 patients I had to call in my backup nurse, and she took a patient as well because it was a pediatric patient, which I think I said I was gonna have to call her in. But anyway, the second half of the shift was so busy. In between all of that was I got a sick call text for tomorrow, so I had to figure staffing out for that and moving people's shifts around. So yeah, that was fun. Just added to the chaos of the end of the shift, of course. At the end, I literally just closed up as fast as I could, did the crash cart, locked everything up, and got out of there. Luckily for night shift though, when I left, there was nothing on the board, so she didn't have to come in at 7, so that's nice. Hopefully she doesn't get called in tonight at all. That is it for me. I'm gonna shower, wash my hair, wind down for the night, and prepare myself for the week ahead.
And we'll see you next time.